Residents living in fire-affected New South Wales are being warned not to be complacent as conditions are expected to deteriorate this week.
The state government has announced additional funding to help those impacted by the ferocious blazes.
A hero's welcome for the brave faces fighting the New South Wales bushfire crisis. It's been a tough week across the state. Firefighters have worked around the clock in volatile, difficult conditions. And now the public have taken an opportunity to say thanks. Hundreds packed the Lake Cat-Eye foreshore, showing their appreciation to the volunteers, firefighters and emergency service personnel who risked their lives.
No one ever gets into this kind of a role to expect this kind of thing, so yeah, when it does happen, it's amazing.
While authorities are still in a response phase, the focus has turned to the recovery. The New South Wales government has announced an additional $220,000 in funding as the major clean-up begins.
It's these champions.
Treasurer Dominic Perrottet and Emergency Services Minister David Elliott have toured fire-affected areas and spoke to residents at the Kempsey Evacuation Centre.
I just trying to stop myself from crying. And I'm a man, I'm pretty tough. You know, and you drive out there and just see the death out there. Everything's dead. That wasn't a fire, that was a monster.
A long road to recovery. And the fight isn't over. Fire crews are in a race against time as conditions are expected to deteriorate again this week.
With the work that's being undertaken by firefighters, by incident management teams, to desperately trying to secure and establish some containment lines or some buffer zones between the existing fire front and the properties and homes and infrastructure and communities that are likely to be impacted again by fire as we head into more challenging conditions early to the middle of next week.
Danica DiGiorgio, Sky News, Kempsey.
Cooler conditions could bring some much-needed relief in Queensland today after several leave now warnings were issued for dangerous bushfires in the state. The most challenging blazes are at Ravensbourne and Esk near Toowoomba, and a fire at Tyrone where residents have been told to evacuate.
Campers have also been told to leave from the path of a dangerous blaze on Moreton Island off Brisbane ahead of an expected wind change. More than 60 bushfires are burning across the state. Severe weather looks likely to return midweek.
We're back to very high conditions and in some areas of the state moderate conditions. The reality though for us is with these large fires, we'll be fighting some of these fires for weeks yet. Until we get significant rainfall, these fires will not go out.